Okay, so good morning all. We are discussing performance results, and into it we are discussing number of resources. See, this particular topic, performance results, is of the lesson SEO. What is SEO? Can you recall all?
Search engine optimization.
Search engine optimization. Optimization means to get maximum of minimum. So to enhance, to improve a particular source so that it will give you maximum result. That particular thing is called as optimization. So here we are having resources. The more is the number of resources that are to be retrieved from web servers, more will be the load on your web page. Thus, if the load is more, that is if the content is more, will it take less time or more time to download?
More time.
How many of you agree with Prasad? Come on, immediately. How many of you agree with Prasad that when the number of resources is more to be retrieved, then it takes more time? How many of you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Yes, sir, I agree.
Rest of you, I want each one of you to answer. Do you agree or no?
Yes, sir, I also
Yes,
agree.
sir. I also agree.
I also agree.
Yeah. So, since if the number of resources, like there will be different files to be downloaded for a small job, then it will take more time. And if it takes more time, then naturally the person who is retrieving that content will get fed up of the time that is going to be taken by that particular resource to download on the computer. Thus, it will hamper the performance result of your website. So, it is very much important that the number of resources that are to be retrieved from the web servers, it should be minimal. So, it further says that as a general rule, having more files to retrieve increases the number of server requests and thus can subsequently increase page load time. So the same thing they are saying in technical words, more number of files are to be retrieved. What do you mean by retrieved? To get from the source.
Retrieve.
Retrieve means to get from the source. So as the number of files will be more to be retrieved, so the more number of server requests will be sent. So more number of requests will be sent to the server. These requests they are called as server request. So the server will get unnecessarily overloaded with this more number of requests. As a result of this, more time will be required by the server as well as it will take more time for the web page to load on your client computer. So as a matter of fact, so it is very important and a good practice to remove unnecessary files and consolidate files like styles and scripts which are less required. So you are going to have it in one single file such as your styles and scripts, so that minimum number of files are going to be there in your request or the web page which you are going to download. Thus it will create a good impact on the download of that web page on your client computer. Thus, it is going to be one of the performance parameter, that number of resources should be very small. That is the first thing. Second thing, unnecessary files are to be removed, whereas certain files such as styles and scripts should be consolidated. Then the next one is page speed info. So I'll expect someone to explain this particular topic, page speed info. Read first, I will explain it. Siddhi, continue.
Page speed info. Page speed does affect SEO as it is a direct ranking factor. While creating a website, attention is given on the design, content, and as many visuals as possible. This can slow down the website and obstruct usability.
Okay, stop here. Now, this topic is again related with the number of resources. Here, what they had said that page speed affects, does affects SEO as it is direct ranking factor. Now, why it is direct ranking factor? Because if the speed is low, naturally the performance will be lower and it will directly affect the SEO. So while creating a website, attention is given on the web design, content and as many as visuals are possible. So with these visuals, with this design content, is this going to make your website slower or faster? See what you are having designs, you are having many visual contents. So will it affect to the speed of your web page or will it not affect to the speed of web page? What do you mean by visuals? What do you mean by design? Here, design means the scripts which we are using. We are using CSS to make our web page to look better for formatting purpose. For design purpose, we will use CSS as we had seen in earlier topic, page performance results, that there should be minimum scripts and styles or they should be consolidated. So thus, if you are going to have your beautify your website, you are going to give attention to the topics such as design. So if the design, while making the design, the care should be taken that minimum files should be there. Then the second thing is visuals. When I say visuals, visuals means what? Pictures. So if there are more number of pictures, naturally they will occupy more space on the web server. Thus, it will take more time to get download on your client computer. Thus, it is going to directly affect the page speed. So while designing, care should be taken that you should have minimum number of your script files, you should have minimum number of CSS files, then you should have minimum number of visuals, minimum number of pictures. So you should minimize these things. Thus, this will not hamper the page speed. That is why we are going to make this particular aspect into the performance result, that is page speed info is very important in parameter in terms of performance results. Okay, the next is page size info. Continue, Siddhi.
Page size info. The term page size in SEO world refers to the downloaded page size of a given web page.
Remember, what is our topic we are discussing? Performance results. Now, what are the factors that are affecting the performance results? The first one is number of resources. More is the number of resources, more will be the request on the server and more will the server get overloaded with the client request. As a result of this performance of your server as well as of the web pages will decrease and thus it will take more time to download. So utmost care should be taken that you should have minimum number of resources. How to minimize this number of resources? By consolidating files such as styles and scripts. Then we had seen page speed info. In page speed info we had seen that visuals and the design of your website directly affects your page speed. So care should be taken that this should not obstruct the usability of your website. Then the last point we had seen was the page size info, where the page size info means the size of your web page. So more is the size of your website or web page, more will it take time to download and thus it is going to affect the usability of your website. Thus it will affect the performance of your website. So these are the 3 points that you should take care while discussing the topic performance result. The one, number of resources, second, page speed info, and third, page size info. So I will expect you all to put down these 3 words, these 4 words: performance result, number of resources, page speed info, and page size info on your chat box. Okay. Till then, Prasad, you read the next topic. Prasad,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
SEO social media optimization. It deals with enhancing the website's ranking using interactive communities like Facebook, Twitter, blogs, forums, etc. When these communities have links to the created website, it builds formality and trust about the website.
Okay. Now, very good, Prasad. Here we are going to discuss the next topic, SEO, social media optimization. SEO is search engine optimization. This SEO is with respect to social media. Means using social media, how we can enhance, how we can improve, how we can correct the performance of our website. That particular aspect is called as social media optimization. SEO, social media optimization. As you all know, what is meant by social media?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me the names of social media.
A medium which combine with society, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp.
Very good. These are the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, blogs, forum, etc. This allows you to communicate with the society. These are the interactive mediums. So, using the advantages of this interactive communication or interactive community facility, we can enhance our website. So, by making our presence to be felt on these social media platforms by digital marketing, we can improve the performance of our website in the way by getting familiarity and developing the trust about the website. So, if the mouth of word goes through this social media, it will naturally create familiarity with our website. As a result of this, people will start developing trust about our website and then they will go on visiting our website. So, it's good practice that we should make our presence feel on so interactive communities such as Facebook, Twitter, blogs, forums and etc. where this references of our website will create, will develop, will build familiarity and trust about our website, and thus people will feel secure, comfortable to log on to our website, to visit our website. Thus more number of people will visit our website and thus it will positively affect our SEO. Have you got the concept of social media optimization? What is the summary of this particular topic? That we should make fill our presence on social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, blogs. Why? Because these are interactive communities. With the help of this, they will refer us with someone. Thus, this reference, these links, it will create familiarity about our website. It will develop trust about the website, about our website, and as a result of this, more people will start visiting our website. So, got the concept of social media optimization, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Read next, Prasad.
Ninth, SEO security checks. Security is important to ensure your website protects user data, doesn't become compromised or experience downtime or data loss. It includes SSL enable yes or no, whether it follows HTTPS, malware checks, email privacy.
Okay, now this is also important aspect in SEO, that is security checks, that how secure is our website so that the user is not going to get ill affected while he is visiting our website. He should not be harmed. So it is our responsibility to check our security of our website. So SEO security checks has to be there. So how it is that we should protect the user's data? It should not be compromised. That is, nobody should be able to see and use that particular data. So it's very important that user data doesn't become compromised, or second thing, that there should be no downtime for our website. So if there is downtime, then there are chances of getting the data loss. So we should make sure that our website is 100%. Our maximum uptime is there. Uptime and downtime means what? Uptime means the time for which the website is continuously accessible, whereas downtime is the time where our website is not accessible. I'll give you simple example in our day-to-day life. We have electricity at our homes. So the time during which we don't have electricity at our home, we will call it as a downtime of electricity. When it comes to website, so the time during which our website is not available is called as, or is not accessible, is called as downtime of our website. So is it acceptable to have our website to have a long or big downtime? How should be the downtime, whether it should be longer one or shorter one?
Shorter one, sir.
Shorter.
Yeah, so it should be as small as possible. So in security checks, what is the important thing that has to be taken care of? That the care should be taken that your website should ensure that the data doesn't get compromised. What is first thing? That your data shouldn't get compromised, and second thing, that the user should not experience downtime or data loss. So you should be available maximum. Your website should be available with the maximum amount of time during the daytime. So this aspects, they are covered under SEO security checks. Besides that, you could see that they have said SSL, whether your website is SSL enabled. What do you mean by SSL? SSL is secure socket layer technology, which refers to the security of your website. So your website should be SSL enabled. And second, whether it follows HTTPS. So HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol, whereas HTTPS is hypertext transfer protocol secure. So if it is HTTPS enabled website, then your website is going to be secure. It is less likely to affect the user experience of downtime. Second, it is not going to have malware. It is not going to affect the data compromise, and there will be privacy of your website as well as of your computer by means of HTTPS. So utmost care has to be taken while designing your website, that your website should be security SSL enabled, it should have HTTPS. You should take care that the user data doesn't get compromised. The user should not experience downtime. If it is there, it should be minimum. There should be no data loss. These all factors have to be taken care of while discussing the topic SEO security checks. Is that okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So you have all got this concept of SEO security checks. Have you seen this HTTPS? Where you had seen HTTPS? I'll show you the example here now. Okay, so I'll just stop presenting and again I will start presenting my entire screen. Okay, now see, this is gmail.com. What do you see here in the address bar?
HTTPS.
It is HTTPS. Now if I'm going to go for some other website, let us say kthmcollege.com, I put our college, let us see how it is. How is our college website?
HTTP.
It is HTTP. So, since our college website, it doesn't cater with the commercial aspect, that is why we are having HTTP, but had it been catering to commercial aspect, that paying the fees online and all sort of those things, it should have been HTTPS. But since we don't go for those kind of things, that is why our website is how it is, HTTP. And when we go to Google itself, Gmail, here on to Gmail, what you will say? You will see here it is HTTPS, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, secured. Is that okay, everybody? Got the concept of HTTPS?
Yes.
So, what will be your logical answer that if I am going to visit the website of State Bank of India, whether it will be HTTP or HTTPS?
HTTPS.
Yes. Mansi, can you explain why it could be HTTPS?
Sir, because it is secure.
Why it has to be secure?
Its link was State Bank of India.
And what does State Bank of India do?
Online transactions.
Yes, they are into monetary transactions. And since this monetary transaction has to be secure, because money is involved into it, there should be no loss of their clients because of lack of security. That is why they have gone for HTTPS. Is that okay? Got the concept, everybody? That why
Yes.
our college has HTTP, whereas why State Bank of India's website has HTTP? Yes, I'll just say SBI website. Can you see here how it is? Is it HTTP or HTTPS?
HTTPS.
Has everybody observed this? Got the concept very clear now? What is HTTP? What is HTTPS? Why there has to be HTTPS? Okay. So this was all about, we were discussing about the topic SEO security checks. Then the next topic that we are going to see is the SEO audit and reporting tools. So being a free website audit tool, SEO Optimer, it will not allow you to audit more than 1 or 2 websites per day. In that case, you can try with other audit tool mentioned on page number 34. So we are going to next study this aspect of SEO audit and reporting tools. They had explained us the name of one website called as SEO Optimer, which is free website auditing tool. We are going to discuss it in our forthcoming topics. So continue with this session. Mansi, can you read?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, read this.
This was, sir, I am also facing this problem. Many people visit my website but they do not purchase or place order to buy my product. This is very depressing. Sir, please tell me what to do.
Yeah, so Mr. Suhas is telling that he is finding a difficulty, and his difficulty is that many people visit his website, but normally they don't purchase or place order for their product. So this is very depressing, because any person who is a manufacturer, he wishes that his products are to be sold at the max, and thus he can make profits out of it. So if he is finding difficulty, so naturally he is going to go for the expert. So Dr. Ajay is expert in digital marketing, and he is going to explain that what are the things that he has to do about. So read next. Yes, Mansi, continue.
Dr. Ajay, yes, I will tell you why this is happening. Please don't be depressed. Take a look at funnel drawn below. You must try to understand that many users may come to your website, but conversion will be limited because the customer is having more choice and the market has become consumer oriented. Understand that market behaves in 3 stages: acquisition, behavior, and conversion.
Yes. So Dr. Ajay consoles him. Dr. Ajay consoles Mr. Suhas that please don't get depressed. Console means to make feel someone better is called as consoling. If someone is not feeling well, we'll inquire him, we give him some good thoughts so that he feels better. So that particular action we call it as consoling. So Dr. Ajay is consoling Mr. Suhas that Mr. Suhas, please don't get depressed. We are going to improve the sales of your product. So to know that how you can improve the product sale, you'll have to understand the funnel diagram given below. Into this, you will come to know that why that many users comes to your website but conversion is very little. Why that the customer is having more choice, as a result of that the consumers get that particular products by means of three stages. First is acquisition, behavior and conversion. Now here this particular topic has been covered under the headings digital analytics. So Dr. Ajit is the logic of digital analytics, that the digital analytics consists of three stages. The first one is acquisition. How you are going to spell this word? Acquisition. Second, behavior, and third one is conversion. Now what do you mean by conversion? Sorry, what do you mean by acquisition? In simple words, what do you mean by acquisition? You know the word acquire? How many of you know the word acquire? Are you all there? Hello? Yes.
Yes.
What do you mean by acquire?
To take off.
Yes, to take the things. So here acquisition means to get the people know about our website. So knowing about your website is the first point in acquisition. Second is developing an interest in your website. So what are the factors that you think that they are the part of acquisition? How could we make the people to know about our website? We had seen one topic. Do you remember this topic? Is this topic?
With the help of social media.
Yes, so with the help of social media optimization, we can make people know about our website. So SEO social media optimization can be covered under the topic acquisition of digital analytics. So with the help of social media optimization, we can make people know about our website. As you all know that nowadays we can meet people virtually on social media platform, because many people we find them they are more available on social media platform rather than physical. So this aspect has to be taken care in acquisition. So to make people know about our website, and one of the easiest way is by means of social media optimization. Then second is developing an interest. How could one make other people to develop an interest in your product, in your website? How could you make people to develop interest in your website?
Providing them genuine information.
Providing them
Genuine information.
very good, providing them genuine information. This is one topic. So even though the information is genuine, will it develop interest?
It could be attractive too.
Yes, once again,
It could be attractive too.
to make the website attractive. So you should take care of the design. Even though the design is good, But if your content is not good, will it be more interesting? How many of you see films? How many of you see films?
Sir, can you repeat?
I had asked you a question that how many of you see films? None of you see films?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
so almost,
Yes, sir.
almost very good.
Yes, sir.
So many of you see films. The same hero is there, but one of his film gets blockbuster hits, whereas the same hero is there, but one of his film gets flop. What should be the reason? The same hero is there.
Story of film.
So what
Scenario.
is story? It is the content, isn't it? So contents matter much. Even though your design is good, but if your content is not good, it is not going to develop interest into your website. Many of you see televisions, you see jingles on your TV sets. They could have come with their advertisement in plain words, but they have come with jingles. Why? Jingle means songs. दूध की सफेदी निरमा से आई, washing powder Nirma. So what they have made, that increase the content. So as a result of that, that advertise has become more interesting, and thus the people have developed interest into that product. So the content of your website should be such that it is going to develop interest in the user's mind of that particular website. So the first point in digital analytics is making people know about your website. It could be accomplished by means of social media optimization. Second, developing interest in your website. So if the contents of your websites are, first, they are good in design, and second, the content is interesting, then naturally your website will become popular. Then the second point in digital analytics is behavior. So watching a video on your website, that in what way these people, they are behaving with your website. Are they watching video on your website? Are they clicking on product and description? And then the last point is they are getting converted. So you, by knowing the website, developing the interest, you are acquiring that person to your website. Now that person has been acquired to your website. Now you are going to know the behavior, that in what way that particular person is behaving with your website. So he is watching video on your website. It is something like that when you go to mall, those mall wala, they make good design, they make their advertisement. So acquisition step is there. So once you go to the mall, you enter to the mall, you look to different products. You look to the different products. You search for different products in the mall. So it is watching a video similar to watching a video, that is seeing the information of the different products on your website. Then clicking on a product description, you are trying to know more about that particular product. So it is the behavior. And then once the customer is convinced with the product, he is going to get converted into a customer. So earlier he was user, now by the method of acquisition and behavior, he has been converted into customer. So in digital analytics, you'll have to remember ABC. You should know the ABC of digital analytics. What is the ABC of digital analytics? Acquisition, behavior and conversion. What is there in acquisition? To make people know about your website. to make people develop interest in your website. And once they have developed interest, once they know your website, they'll go and see your website. Once they see the website, they will develop interest in your website. When they develop interest in your website, they will see about the different product in your website. So that is watching video or clicking the product description. Once they are convinced with the products, they will be going to go for purchase of that particular product. So they will be converted from user to customer. So these are the three stages in digital analytics. So Dr. Ajay is explaining that these are the three steps in digital analytics, that how a consumer or a customer is getting converted into a customer of your website. So these three things you are going to read it. Yeah, Mansik, continue. What is acquisition? Yeah.
Acquisition means creating interest in the mind of customer about your product. He must know that this product is essential for him. Without this product, he cannot satisfy his need.
Okay, stop here. In acquisition now, uh, on television you see Mr. What is that hero? He talks about proteins. The tall and strong hero who tells you that you should consume proteins every day equal to the weight of yours. His name is Rajiv Bhatia and he is called as some. Yeah?
Akshay Kumar.
Yes, Akshay Kumar. Have you seen his advertisement? That he says that it is very essential for you to have proteins equal to the grams equal to your age. So what he is doing, he is making you to get into the phase of acquisition. So you should let the people know that without this product it is very difficult for you and this product is going to satisfy your needs. So this particular phase is called as acquisition phase. Then the second one.
Behavior. Once he knows about the product, he may feel of buying or may not feel to buy the product. You must put such information on your website. He must feel he should buy.
So if your content is interesting, naturally he will feel to buy the product. So you need to explain in a better way about your product. Now I'll give you an examples. If you are being asked to write an answer for a particular question, the first thing is that you are writing in just straight 2 words, and second, if you are explaining it very neatly and nicely, which one will give you more marks?
Second one.
Second, sir.
Yeah. So this is important thing, that if your content is good, if it is going to attract, naturally it is going to give you results. So the behavior is impacted by the contents of your website. So you should have the content in such a way that the user of your website should feel to buy the particular product. Is that okay? Yeah, read the last topic, conversion.
Conversion. When he is convinced and no other competitor gives him better offer, then do he buy the product clicking buy option. So now he becomes your ultimate customer. This process is called filtration of funnel.
Yeah, so what is filtration of funnel? It is digital analytics. What is digital analytics? It is the ABC of consumer being converted from user to consumer. Okay, so you should have the contents such a way that on your website that user should feel that he gets the best option to buy from your website, and thus he becomes your ultimate customer. This process of getting converted from user to consumer is called as filtration of funnel. Okay, so got the concept of digital analytics, filtration of funnel, the ABC of digital marketing. Is it okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
What is A,
Acquisition,
B,
behavior,
C?
conversion,
And you know how to get this aspect, acquisition. social media optimization, behavior, content, conversion, to make the consumer feel that nowhere he will get the best option for the product which he is searching on the web. Thus, he will get converted into your ultimate customer. So, these are the 3 tips in this funnel of digital analytics. Yeah. Someone read this next para. We will finish this topic today. Yeah. Who's going to read?
Sir,
Yes, 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 yes.
Mr. Swas. Sir, I hear that Google Analytics helps in ranking your website at top. How? Dr. Ajay. Google Analytics is a web analytics service offered by a Google that tracks and reports website traffic, number of visitors, time spent on the website by the visitors, etc. The Google Analytics was not the product developed by Google, it was acquired by Google from a company, Urchin, in 2005.
Okay. So, Mr. Swas is moving to the next topic. The next topic is Google Analytics. So, Google Analytics is a software which allows, which is developed by Google and which offers services such as tracking and reporting the website traffic, the number of visitors, the time spent by the visitor on the website, all these factors. So, remember, what are the services that are offered by the Google Analytics? These are the services. Can you name them? That it tracks and reports website traffic. So, what is the first topic? Website traffic. Second, number of visitors. And third, time spent on website. So, what is this? This is about the behavior of the customer or the user on your website. So, if when I say website traffic means what? What is it is going to pertain? It is going to pertain the number of visitors visiting to your website. So, that is website traffic. Then second is number of visitors. So, how many visitors they are visiting your website. Third, that what amount of time they are spending on your website. They are spending on your website. So, these are the important points this Google Analytics offer, so that you can analyze the consumer behavior or the user behavior, and accordingly you can develop the product. So, the Google Analytics was first developed by Google. It was not the product by Google itself. They have purchased it from a company called as Urchin in 2005. So, what important point you have to remember from this discussion of Dr. Ajay, that Google Analytics is a service that offers you the reports that will track website traffic. It will give the report of number of visitors and the time spent by the user on your website. So, accordingly you can analyze user behavior on your website and make changes on your website. This product was not initially developed by Google. They have purchased this product from Urchin and now they have branded under their name Google Analytics. Is that okay? So, what info does Google Analytics give you? What is the information that we get from Google Analytics?
Website traffic, number of visitors, and time spent on website by the visitors.
Yes, so this is the behavior of the user of your website. So, accordingly you can make changes. You will be able to understand that what is lacking, or you will get an alarm that if your website is not being visited by many people, so you will check that what are the factors that has affected to your traffic of your website. So, from these reports, so it is the balance sheet of your website. What do you get to know from the balance sheet of your business?
Assets and liabilities.
Yes, and from trial balance? What is that report which lets you know that what is the whether your company is making profit or loss?
Balance sheet.
It is the balance sheet. This balance sheet is given by the Google Analytics about your website. That lets you know that the number of visitors to your website is falling down or it is increasing. So if it is falling down, what care has to be taken? If it is increasing, what care has to be taken? You get all those reports such as website traffic, number of visitors, and what is the amount of time that user is spending on your website. So these aspects are to be taken care of so that your website is going to be optimized for maximum performance. Got this topic? What is this URChin? What is this URChin? See, we have come here in the topic URChin. What is this URChin? URChin is the name of company. Initially, this company has developed the product for recording and reporting the website traffic, the number of visitors on the website, and the time spent by the visitor on your website. This product was initially developed by URChin company. Later on, it was taken over by Google. So URChin is the name of company. So Google has taken this product of analytics from URChin and branded them under their name with the brand name Google Analytics. Is it okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Read next. Yeah, Sakshi, read it. Yeah, Prasad, continue.
Mr. Suhas, thank you, sir. Now my complex is somewhat reduced, but tell me how I can use these tools with my website.
Continue.
Dr. Ajay, for performing Google Analytics, one has to be ready with the hosted website.
Okay, so Mr. Swas is now very well consoled, very well relaxed that he has understood this complex topic. Now he says that, can you tell me that how I can use this tool with my website? So what is meant by complex? Complex means doubts. Complex means some fear. So this fear about search engine optimization has been somewhat reduced from his mind. Now he is asking Dr. Suhas that, can you tell me some tools with the help of which I can optimize my website? So Dr. Ajay tells him that for performing Google Analytics, one has to be ready with the hosted website. So what is the requirement or requisite for Google Analytics? What is the requisite for Google Analytics? लग्न करायचं म्हणजे काय पाहिजे? एखाद्याला जर लग्न करायचं असेल तर काय पाहिजे? मुलगा असेल तर मुलगी असेल तर मुलगा. हे बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स आहेत ना. त्याच पद्धतीने इफ यू हॅव टू use the tool Google Analytics tools on your website should be hosted. Means it should be a working website. That is the requirement. So for performing Google Analytics, you should be ready with your hosted website. Hosted website means the website that is available on internet, not Google, on internet. Okay, so continue.
The Google Analytics report contains first users. How many visitors came to your website
So
in the past 7 days?
So the Google Analytics report contains these options such as user sessions, bounce rate, session duration, active users. We'll discuss all this one by one. So what is users? This Google Analytics reports give the report of how many visitors has visited for the last 7 days on your website. So it will give you the number of visitors for a week time. So remember these words, 7 days or a week time. Google Analytics report contains the report about the visitors for the last 7 days or for the past week that they had visited your website. Second, sessions.
Second, sessions. How many interactions of visitors makes with your website in a time frame, usually 30 minutes, like viewing a page, clicking a link, or purchasing a product.
Now, this is all about the behavior of your customer on your website. So, what is session? Session is a particular period of time. This particular period of time is of 30 minutes. So, during this 30 minutes, what this user is doing, that how he is viewing a web page, whether he is clicking a link or whether he is purchasing a product. So, how many sessions or interactions, how many interactions he is doing in one particular session of 30 minutes. So, those data is going to be displayed in this Google Analytics reports, the behavior of a user in a particular period of 30 minutes. What is behavior? That how many times he visits the web page, does he clicks a link, does he purchase a product. So all this information is made available to the user of search engine optimizer tool by means of Google Analytics. Next.
Third, bounce rate. How many visitors hit the back button or close your website without performing a single interaction, and it is calculated through a formula.
Okay, then the next term is called as bounce rate. What is meant by bounce rate? That the visitor, once he visits your website, he immediately gets back from your website or closes the tab of your website. So this particular aspect is called as bounce rate. So is the concept of bounce rate very clear in your mind? That when the visitor visits your website, immediately he hits the back button or closes your website without performing a single interaction. So this particular action of user is called as bouncing back, and how many times it happens, it is called as bounce rate. Is it okay, everybody? Got the concept of bounce rate?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The next is session duration.
Fourth, session duration. How much average time a visitor spends on the website?
Yeah. So session duration will let you know that what is the amount of time the visitor spends on your website. Next.
Fifth, active users right now. How many active users are currently active on your website? All these matrices are really useful to learn about the users and improve the marketing strategies, SEO, and to boost the growth and development.
Yeah, so from the above data such as number of users, that those who have visited your website since last 7 days, then the sessions is a particular amount of time which is usually of 30 minutes. During these sessions, the interaction of the users are monitored, that how many times he is viewing a web page, how many times he is clicking a link or purchasing a product. Bounce rate means you will get to know that how many users are visiting your web page but they are not clicking or performing any interaction on your website. Immediately they get back or close your web page. That particular aspect is called as bounce rate. So more bounce rate is appreciated or less bounce rate is appreciated?
Less bounce rate is appreciated.
Okay. The next is session duration, that for how long the user is on your website. So more is the time user spending on your website, more is your website interesting. Then you'll get the number of active users from this Google Analytics report. So these are the points that you are going to remember regarding Google Analytics reports: users, sessions, bounce rate, session duration, and active users right now. Continue next. Metrics. What do you mean by metrics? Metrics means parameters. So these parameters such as user sessions, bounce rate, session duration, active users right now will let you know that what is the behavior of the user on your website, and accordingly you are going to improve the marketing strategies of your website's contents, so that the content will be in such a way that they are going to be according to the new marketing strategies, so that it will boost the growth and development of your product using your website. Yeah, continue next.
Mr. Suhas, thank you, sir. You have given me a positive thought. Now I will work on the strategy explained by you in this above explanation and improve my digital marketing. Even I will work on content and social media marketing too.
So see that at the end of the day, he says that he has understood that what is important, content and social marketing, social media marketing. These are the two aspects about your website whose care has to be taken. So Dr. Ajay says that, thank you, I wish you success in your task. Bye, have a nice day. Now we are going to see this SEO Optimer tool, SEO Optimer. So I'll just show you here. You can do it on your computer. You put it here. I'll just say free and open source. Free or open source, I'll say. SEO tools. So they have given you the names of these many. Seroscope is there. Then you have Zenulink, Sleuth. You have all these things there. So just go through this for our study purpose. We have SEO Optimer. What is the name? SEO Optimer. Now time it has become free SEO audit tool. But what is the drawback of this? Can you see the same here in the book? SEO audit and reporting tool. Is the same one here? Now once you type seooptimer.com on your address bar here, so this is address bar, here onto this address bar you'll put seooptimer.com and the website will give you this SEO audit and reporting tool. Now here you are going to put the name of your website which you wish to audit. So for example, the name of our website is, let us go for KTHM College. We'll copy it from here, KTHM College. So this is the address of our website. I'll copy it here and put this for analysis. So http://www.kthmcollege.ac.in. I'm putting it here. Enter an URL address and get a free website analysis. I'm going to do audit or analysis. Now you are getting the recommendations here. So note here, it is premium free trial. It is giving us some recommendations. Is this visible to you all on your screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. could see this information that on-page SEO is there, links is there, usability is there, performance is there, social media optimization is here. So these are all the points, and they have given us this grade FFDD, FFFF. So we'll understand that what is here on-page SEO. So your on-page SEO needs improvement. What it says that your page is not well optimized from an on-page SEO perspective. So what is meant by on-page SEO?
Improvement of content of website which is also visible to visitors.
Yes. So what it says that on-page SEO is important to ensure search engine can understand your content appropriately and help it rank for relevant keywords. You should ensure that HTML tag content is completed correctly and align text to correct keywords. So this is on page SEO. Okay. So here it is saying that title tag is there, you have a title tag of optimal length. Then you have meta description tag is not there. Then H1 header tag is not used in your website. You had used H2 to H6 tag here, usage has been given here. So minimum number of times you had not used at all H1, you had used H2 only once, H3 twice, whereas H4 maximum, you had not used H5, you had used H4 twice and H6 not a single time. There is no keyword consistency. So keyword consistency is not there. So these are the things that are going to be understood in terms of this particular topic on page SEO. Here you could see that amount of content is okay. Image alt attribute, can you see that image alt attribute is not given there? Indexing tags have been given, header test has been given. What is crossing here? Is it SSL enabled? Is the website of KTHM College SSL enabled?
Yes, sir.
No. A cross means that it is not enabled. Then redirection of HTTPS 2 is not there. That is, it doesn't follow SSL secure version. Then robots.txt is not accessible or it is not there. What is the purpose of robot.txt? It is given here that a robot.txt file is recommended as it can provide important instructions to a search engine for how to most appropriately crawl your website as well as site areas that should be ignored. So with the robots.txt, the crawlers will get to know that what are the web pages content that has to be taken care of and what are the web pages that are not to be the part of your indexing. So that is in your robot.txt. So if this file is not there, so what will happen? Crawler won't be able to read the contents of your website and your website will not be optimized. Here they have given us a tool called as robots.txt file generator. Now here you could see this. What is this page? This is 404 page. So if it is not found, page not found, then it is 404. Then XML sitemaps. Now why this file has not been generated here? Because we are using free version. So these are certain points that has to be taken care of in SEO Optima. So here you will see on page SEO, these were the shortcomings. Then regarding usability, you will see here regarding the links, you will see the contents over here. So go through these contents at your cell phone when you are free at home. Read this and you will be able to understand this topic more better way. Okay, so for the time being, we'll stop here. Is that okay? So we have almost finished 2 lectures today. Possibly, I'll let you know that what will be the timings tomorrow for our tomorrow's session. So till then, we'll stop here.